the touchback. Tackle brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Sooners offense comes onto the field first today. And when these two guys are in sync the way they did a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big thing? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra.
There he goes to the right. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown Sooners.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Texas A&M's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here comes the guy that is a surgeon in this attack. You want to talk about seeing the field. Last time out, better than 70% completion and more than 400 yards through the air. Offense in an empty set. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Snaps it. They'll throw to start the drive. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Second and long here. Here's the snap. Ready to cut one loose. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Out wide right, it's Craver. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Looks as if we have an injured player for the Aggies on the field. That's their freshman starting wide receiver, and we hope he's not out of the game too long. Holly will keep an eye on things for us. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone. And the Sooners have moved it inside the 20. They'll run it on the counter. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The offense knocking on the door. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And he's in for his second touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone. And I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the return, it's Warren. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. First play of this drive. Right side, it's York. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
This third down a little longer after that penalty. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Zings it complete to the right. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down.
Well, they weren't thrown to the sticks on that third down. They hit the drag route. They get a nice gain, but that now sets up 4th down with more yards to go. And
wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Changing the routes with his receivers. Snapped on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own. Great field position.
What a great job by this defense. You get third down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, 4th down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Straight ahead, it's Hawkins. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Buys time to his left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Looking for the edge. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Looking downfield, it's Bentley. Lets it fly. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll run it. Turning it on. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. foundation of Aggie football, built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and you know, they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Fresh center downs going to the air. It's complete to the right. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The run inside. It's York. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Fires to the big fella. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Aggies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Right at the line. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Lets it go to the end zone, and they will score. Touchdown, Aggies. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. They've jumped on top right out of the gate, trying to add to a 17-7 lead. Quick give. It's Hawkins. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Bentley. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. Flying down the left side. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Getting aggressive here and going for 2. They want to throw it. And that one's incomplete.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Final play of the quarter coming. Drops back on first down. And the quarterback pulled up 2 and sacked at the 12. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Off-play action. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Here's some daylight. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. The Sooners will call on their punt team. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Wants to throw one first. Snags it. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. The snap sets up to throw. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires quickly. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Gonna look downfield again. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Aggie! And they take it in for 6 more points. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. He's looking to throw. Still looking to his right. He gets it into the end zone for the 2, and they extend the lead to 4. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Just going to keep it after the snap. There he goes. The 50. Ripped past midfield. Finally stopped at the 42, and that's the kind of chunk play that gets drives going.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They give it to him again. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Bentley. Runs through the tackle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They're going to pass on the field goal. They're still looking for 6 in this situation. Needs it here on 4th down. Out wide right, it's Rodgers. Makes the catch and he's free. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And he tacks on the extra point. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play.
Number 19, set to kick this one.
Deep in the end zone, it's Warren. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. As we check in with Holly.
Here on the Aggies sideline, that quarterback just jogged off the field with a ton of enthusiasm and high fives from his teammates. He just broke the season record for passing touchdowns for the school, and they are making sure that he knows they are aware of it. They are making sure to save that game ball for him. He's got to run right back out there and get right back to work. But, guys, they did take a moment to celebrate the history we just witnessed. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. 2nd down, going to throw it. It's complete to the left. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Under pressure. Going to try to get it himself. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. He'll set up to throw. Rush right in his face. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains and they're set up at the 41.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. And the Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the play. Fresh set of downs going up top. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And the defense forced the quarterback out of bounds before he could get rid of it. Had to take the loss.
You've got to do a better job with your decision-making at quarterback. I love the individual effort, escaping when things break down. Now you're trying to find someone open downfield on the scramble drill, but no one's there. Just throw it away. Take the incompletion, live to play another day. But now, because you ran out of bounds, you've lost 3 yards.
The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. 8th play of the drive coming up. 2nd down to the air. Look out! Fires downfield. Touchdown, Aggie! They are lighting up the scoreboard. Every touchdown seams. And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. They put together an 81-yard drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Continues to fight for yards. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Caught on the RPO. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field.
Touchdown Sooners! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands.
Number 19, set to kick this one.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Curry. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
Well, you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Back open in the middle. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. It's complete on the right side. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Fresh center downs going to the air. Left side, it's Warren. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Drops back on first down. Stepping to the right. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Blasted as he lets it go. On target to the left. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. The Sooners will kick it away to crank up the second half. Coming out with it, it's Curry. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Guys, I caught up with the Aggies head coach at the half. He talked to his team in the locker room about their energy level. He said this game is close, but everything of our season is on the line. He's trying to get them fired up, getting them on the field, ready to go here to start the third. More energy, more enthusiasm. They've got to have it here late in the season to keep their playoff dreams alive.
Appreciate that, Holly. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. The Aggies come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Powers inside. Oh, he's got some space. Crosses midfield. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown, Texas A&M. They take the lead here in the second half. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
He wants to throw it. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. He's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Sells to run, looking to pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense. And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense trying to take it back. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that one stings for this offense, man, because your defense just gave up points. They grabbed the momentum. You're trying to go get it back. And what do? You cough the football up, put your defense right back on the field.
He caught it, and he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Making the adjustment. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Try to get themselves back in the football game.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Touchdown, Aggies! Quick strike through the air for the score. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Let's go to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Sooner sideline, I can see the coaches imploring their team right now. This has to be a turning point. Turning it over on that last drive, it could get out of hand if they don't make something happen right now. You see the coaches and players coming together to try to get that momentum back. I'll keep you posted on if that swings here in their favor. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Sets his feet. It's Bentley. Back's got it on the screen. Breaks into the open. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. That's his third score of the game, and he's up to double figures with 10 on the season.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Aggies sideline, there is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players say, we have got to turn it up right now. We'll see if the offense can answer again or if the defense starts to make a statement. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. They give it back to him. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Oh, pressure's coming. On the move, he fires. Got his man all by himself. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. A&M comes back out with another first down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him, so that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Got the first down himself. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now on first down from the 30. Nice move to keep running. Smashes through the tackle. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Hawkins. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. On the RPO, got him. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. Motion from the wideout. With the run on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Looking to throw, it's Bentley. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Never a doubt. Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty.
Number 19, set to kick this one away.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Making the adjustment on the play. Wants to throw on 1st. They're all over him. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Rushes on. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Here comes the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Guys, look at this. You're surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. They'll move the wide receiver.
Wilson. Son. Venom. Eagle. Jack. Eagle. Whiplash.
Reed to the air again. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The handoff. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. Texas A&M ready to go with another 1st down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Here's Reed to throw. Reels it in. Turning it on. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. And the Aggies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Back to throw, it's Reed. Working that left side now. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Aggies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Moves to his right. Fires on the move. Has it. And he will score. Touchdown, Aggies. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. What a mess. A delay of game on the two-point conversion attempt. That just can't happen. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. Everybody's on the edge of their seats. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit...
Caught, and he's got room. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. One more period to go and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. To the air, it's Bentley. Finds his man. It's Rodgers. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Throws it off the RPO. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him. Whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why they're going to win this one.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. He'll pull it on the read. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? From the gun. Right side, it's Hawkins. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Lets it fly. Lost, the defense is wide open. There he goes. Brought down after the huge gain, gets this offense set up at the 27. They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Wants to throw again. Out wide left, it's Craver. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a 1st down in the red zone. From the red zone, looking for a man. He'll throw it. Got it! They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. He's changing the play.
Got him, hey, got him! Landing!
Snap in the shotgun. Touchdown, Aggies! Makes the catch, plenty of room, feet down in the end zone. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He'll try to take it back, and it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And that might be a dagger. They push the lead out, and they are now setting their sights on their 12th straight win.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Finds his man down the middle. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll give it on the counter. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Bentley. The throw. Just got rid of that one.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they fight.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Trying to make one miss. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The sure hands, it's Craver. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Pulls it on the option. Now the pitch. They'll make the tackle, but not before he's got enough to move the sticks and has his defense's head spinning with the option.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Reed. Buying time to his right. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Dropping back, it's Bentley. Oh, that could have been disaster if he'd snagged that pick. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. On the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Wide receiver comes in motion. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Oh, he's got some space. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly